Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here. And if you want to follow along, if you're able, grab your Bibles. We will be in the 22nd chapter of the book of Proverbs, beginning in the 24th verse. And Solomon is again going to speak about something that, not Solomon, again, the writer. We don't know who wrote this section for certain, but we're going to be dealing with a subject that is that most of us understand the danger, and that is who we associate with. Understand the risk, understand what can happen by associating and hanging around with those who are a bad influence. We talk about peer pressure with teenagers all the time, but adults have the exact same issue. And so it's kind of a thing that comes up every few chapters, is this issue of being careful of who you associate with. And one of them, and again, this is a repeat with some different words. Make no friendship with an angry man, with a furious man thou shalt not go. Avoid the hot-tempered person. And obviously there are a multitude of reasons for that. That we avoid being closely associated with that type of person, from the danger they are to themselves, to others, to being associated with them. If you're closely associated with somebody who's hot-tempered and gets angry easily, it's easy for people to make the assumption that you are too. The danger they are to you when you're dealing with somebody like that. And so a good lesson for us and a good lesson for us to be teaching our children and our grandchildren is to be very wary, be very careful of being too closely associated with the hot-tempered person. Other phrase we use is someone with a short fuse. Beware of that danger, and don't be that person. That's a lesson as well that we need to be passing on. And then verse 25, he gives us one of the reasons why. He says, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. And don't be too associated with that angry person, so that you don't start acting like them, so that you don't learn their ways, that you don't get influenced by that person. And I think all of us know that happens when, and not just with anger, but when you're around somebody crying, it's hard not to cry with them. If somebody laughs, it's hard not to laugh with them. If you're around someone who is easily angered and has a short fuse, it's easy to get angry as well. And he says to us there that it's a snare, it's a trap to allow that to happen. And again, it's very easy. One of the lessons we need to be mindful of, and we need to be again making sure that those we have influence over understand and know is how easy it is to have those around us, that we begin to let their actions influence our actions. It's a lot like the refrigerator. If you've ever put something that was particularly pungent, particularly strong odored in the refrigerator, it won't be long till everything in the refrigerator tastes the same way. And when you're in a crowd, when you're hanging around closely with someone who has bad negative actions, whether it's anger or something else, it can easily begin to influence our own actions. And so the wisdom here is something that I think most of us are aware of. It's just not something that we typically concern ourselves. Again, we put this off on the teenagers, but as adults, we need to be careful of it too, and be training up our young people to be cautious of who they associate with. Have a great day. Be careful who you associate with. Don't let them rub off on you. And we'll see you here tomorrow morning.